Hello, welcome to the Trading Success Show. Wow, what a fantastic day, Well, I do have a stock that I'll be talking about today is Netflix. Forget about the pullback on Netflix. Forget about this pullback. Pullback on a stock are normal. Okay, so long as it's an healthy pullback, it is normal, it is good for a stock. However, Netflix is an exception to this rule. Okay, because Netflix is the #1 streaming services out there, apart from all other services, Disney, Roku, or whatever it is, Fubu. Okay, Netflix is the #1 streaming services out there. So I will be analyzing what to expect, okay, on Netflix. I'll be looking at the short interest, what the short interest look like, in terms of what is coming into Netflix, okay, and what we're looking forward to on Netflix. Okay, now looking at Netflix, we see that Netflix tried so many times to break this 560 area. Okay, this 560, 570 area, Netflix did try. Okay, we tried here, okay, to break. We couldn't try again. We couldn't try. And then we broke out. And guess what happened? The stock actually pulled back on a low volume. So this is what is referred to as a fake out. Okay, this is a fake out. Okay, we broke out, we couldn't hold, and then we pull back. So this is as a result of that fake out. And look at the volume, the second day, low volume, right? Now we try to bounce off this area and then start pushing up. We couldn't, and then we push back again. Now Netflix is actually resting on the 200. Okay, we try to rest on this 200 and then push higher, got to the resistance around here, which is that 560 again, and then news came out, and then Tesla pushed, Netflix pushed lower. So one thing you have to understand is Netflix is a strong stock. I do like the short shares float as well. It's 436 million. Okay, short float is 2%. All right, so overall income is 3.67 billion with a market cap of 225 billion, and the sales is coming in as around 26 billion. Okay, so they got an upgrade the other day from Stifel, from hold to buy on the 21st, and they got pretty much a couple of upgrades. This one was a resumption or resume upgrade, reiterate. Okay, and I do like the word initiate. Okay, I'd like the word initiate or initiated. Okay, it means it is solid. They just started covering Netflix, and they have a target of 605, but the stock is trading at 506 right now, so roughly around 100 points of profit target. So for Netflix actually is the #1, okay, streaming services out there, followed by Disney. So I do like the company. All right, now for this issue, we have about what operating income nearly doubled from Q1 2020 due to lower content spend, but normal production schedules are up and running in all regions except Brazil and India, and the company expects to spend 17 billion on content this year, more than the 12.5 billion it spends in 2020. Okay, so in this space they are the #1. To add to this discussion on competition, in most recent earnings call, co-founder and co-CEO Reed Hastings highlighted that other newer services entering the market were not to blame for the subpar quarter. Our largest competitor for TV viewing time is linear TV. Our second largest is Alphabet YouTube, which is considerably larger than Netflix in viewing time, and Disney is considerably smaller, he added. So, for this case, I'm not worried. I don't know. You may be worried, but I'm not worried about Netflix whatsoever, because I will continue buying and buying Netflix until I see that the trend that has actually changed. Okay, the trend did change by looking at the chart, right? Because if you go back to 1 year, the trend did change. Okay, it changed from holding the 20, because my definition of trend change is when we fail the 200 moving average. That is my definition of trend change for me. If we're holding the 20 and somehow the 50, the trend is technically still intact for me. But if we fail the 200, then the trend is changing. However, we are still holding solidly around this support. This is what I call a trend support right here. We are holding this level. Overall, I'm looking for a blowout on Netflix for a continuation higher, because if you see, the market is just on a tear. We are trying to break out the Friday's level, which is 418.25 on SPY, the S&P 500 ETF. So I think we can do this on Netflix. Okay, overall, I like this level to hold. We reclaim the 200 level area, then we should be able to test 535 easily. Don't forget, there were price upgrade on this name. 620, 560, 620, 750 to 720, 665, 600. So pretty much, you know, I see $600 on Netflix in no time. Let's look at the short interest on Netflix. The short interest is, they have what, 1.9 days to cover. Okay, short percentage of float is 2%, which we've said earlier on looking at the other FinViz. Short interest increase is -2, so short float is 4.3 million with a short interest of 8.9, which is about 9 million shares. So looking at other areas, Nasdaq, these are the most viewed short interest. Looking at Netflix, yes, pretty much we have the same 8.9 for the last about since the 31st of March. Okay, days to cover is 2.59. Okay, so we're looking at maybe Wednesday or so for the shorts to cover. Okay, so I'm expecting some form of a push higher on Netflix. Okay, we reclaim this area, we should be good. All right, this is our 200 level, so we reclaim 514, we should be all right to push to 530, 535 on Netflix. Overall, RSI is 38%, which is decent. Okay, so that is it for Netflix. I will keep my eye on Netflix. I do like Netflix, and I will continue to buy Netflix. Have you guys a fantastic day, guys. Bye bye.